Hello everyone, it is Mark Berman from TVMI. It is Tuesday, September 22nd, and I would like to welcome you back to our daily videocast. I am anxiously awaiting the overnight results for last night, the first evening of the new television season, and I will have them for you at the forum, at our website, and in today's newsletter. And as always, at approximately 11:30 this morning, I will have an update on the Fast Affiliate results for this first evening. I am very curious to see what happened. It should be very interesting. Now, sadly, I must begin today with some unfortunate news and report on the passing of Jack Larson. Jack Larson played Jimmy Olsen on The Adventures of Superman, which aired in first-run syndication from 1952 to 1958. Apparently, he was apprehensive to initially take the role. He did not want to be typecast. Well, he took the role thinking Superman would only last one season. It was a huge hit in syndication. It was, in fact, supposed to come back for a seventh season, but the series ended due to the untimely death of Superman himself, George Reeves. After The Adventures of Superman, Jack Larson was typecast. He didn't appear on camera all that much, so he became a playwright, a producer, a director, and I have more for you on the life of Jack Larson in today's newsletter and at our website. Rest in peace, Jack Larson, who died on Sunday at the age of 87. In casting news, Vanessa Williams is joining The Good Wife on CBS in November. She has a recurring role. The Good Wife will open its seventh season on October 4th. This is a show on CBS that gets a lot of accolades, although it wasn't really nominated for any Emmys this year, I don't think. And it does skew older, but it is a success for CBS. If you are interested in seeing what the top 5 moments were at the Emmy Awards on Sunday, TiVo released its list. I have it for you at our website with a link in today's newsletter. And TV Land announced that the upcoming second season of its original comedy, Younger, has begun production. Now let's talk about what's coming up on the broadcast networks this evening. This is the first Tuesday of the fall TV season. The CW, as I mentioned yesterday, is taking a bit of a break. They really won't be rolling out their new schedule for a couple of weeks. So we have on ABC the series premiere of The Muppets into the season premiere of Fresh Off the Boat. We have a 2-hour edition of Dancing with the Stars. Here's the scoop. The Muppets, we remember these characters as our furry friends. This edition of The Muppets is more adult-driven. We will learn the real-life struggles and whatever of the Muppets. I don't necessarily know if we really care about seeing an adult version of the Muppets. I am not really high on the Muppets leading off ABC on Tuesday. CBS has the season premiere episodes of NCIS and spinoff NCIS New Orleans from 8 to 10 p.m. That will lead into the series premiere of Limitless. Here is the scoop. Limitless will certainly have lead-in support from NCIS New Orleans, like both the NCIS hours. This is an evening that CBS will skew older, but it will have an audience base. And I can guarantee that Limitless will clearly get sampled, although most of the audience will be over 50. Keep that in mind. And CBS will have no problem winning the evening in total viewers. NBC has 2 hours of The Voice into the second episode of Best Time Ever with Neil Patrick Harris. Keep in mind that next week, Neil Patrick Harris is moving into the Tuesday 8 o'clock hour where it is totally going to sink, but I do imagine The Voice will lead NBC to victory among adults 18 to 49. And here is a show that I think is going to do well on Fox, but it really is a crapshoot. We have Scream Queens debuting tonight with a 2-hour installment. I think the show is a lot of fun. I think it's going to bring a lot of young adult viewers to the table. I think it's going to do well in social media. And keep in mind that the bar of comparison on Fox Tuesday is very low, so I do think Scream Queens will succeed. CBS will win the evening in total viewers. I think NBC's network to win again in adults 18 to 49. I think Fox will be vastly improved. And I am not all that optimistic about the Muppets on ABC, although I do imagine it will get sampled. Keep in mind that most new shows drop in the vicinity of 10 to 20% in week 2. Let's talk about today in TV history. Of course, at this time of the year, a lot of shows were premiering, so I have a listing of 10. Here they are. On this day in 1964 was the debut of The Man from U.N.C.L.E. on NBC. In 1986 was Alf on NBC, a show that I really didn't like. Full House began on ABC in 1987. We have Fuller House coming up on Netflix in 2016. Baywatch on NBC in 1989. It only aired on NBC for one season, but wisely the producers found a home in first-run syndication where Baywatch stayed on the air for another 9 seasons. Family Matters on ABC opened in 1989. Friends on NBC in 1994, The West Wing on NBC in 1999, Two and a Half Men on CBS. In 2003, Two and a Half Men, which ended last February, is now tied with My Three Sons as the second longest running comedy in the history of television. Then we had CSI New York on CBS in 2004, Lost on ABC in 2004, Criminal Minds on CBS in 2005, and finally, Person of Interest on CBS in 2011, which is returning in mid-season. That's a lot of shows premiering. On a final note, I do want to mention that I will not be producing a newsletter or a video cast tomorrow due to Yom Kippur. Anyone who is fasting, I wish you an easy fast. I hope you have a great day. I will be posting at the website. We will have updates for you on what happened in the ratings tonight. I hope everyone enjoys, and I will see you back on Thursday. Take care.